Awesome! How to make money online. Welcome to this particular video. It's your paddy Oliver Afabuike. So I didn't know how you get to this particular video, but one thing I know for sure, if you look at the back and see whomever that referred you to this particular video, whether if it's network, whether if it's Google, whether if it's Facebook, I believe you have to tell the person thank you. You understand me? And if you look at the front and see what we have in package for you on this particular video on how to make money online, you understand me? You will be able to look up and say thank God for this particular opportunity. You understand me? So but before I started showing you actually what I have in package for this particular video on how to make money, let me take few seconds of yours actually to tell you who am I, because I didn't know whether if you know who am I didn't know whether if you know which is actually talking to you. And the best thing that can happen to us is if we will know each other. You understand me? Especially if you know me and they will get to know you one of the day. You understand me? So I have to tell you who am I. So my name is Oliver Afabuike, like I just said previously within few seconds. You understand me? So now on this particular video, I have to show you actually what I believe that have been working for me on how to make money online. You understand me? But before I continue to show you, I have to actually share some experiences, because a lot of people were like, when they see that their bank account is empty or close to empty, they will be like as if to say that the whole world has ended. You understand me? But I have to tell you that there was a time in my life it was like that. So previously, I was a phone repairer, specifically on unlocking and flashing of phone. You understand me? So like me, whatever that I join, I always like to be the number one in that area. You understand me? So it helped me to become number one when it comes to flashing and unlocking in our own area. You understand me? But actually my income goal at that particular time, I couldn't meet it up. You understand me? At a particular time, the business seemed as if to say that it was not going again. Seems as if to say that everything has been collapsed. You understand me? And I was not making money as I wanted to be making, and life become miserable for me. Life become hard. I couldn't get up, I couldn't get forward, I couldn't do anything as far as this financial aspect of life is concerned. I didn't know how whatever you are facing at this particular time, but I'm telling you that there was a particular time that I did not have even $5 as an equivalent of $5 to send a bag of rice that I received from our club member to the number one woman in my life, my mom. You understand? So there, at that particular time when everything seemed to as if to say that everything locked. You understand me? So I am in a club, a social club like that. So we do share rice one bag of rice, and then at the end of the year. You understand me? So I received my own bag of rice, and I decided within my heart that I have to send it to my mom, as in where she lives. You understand? Where my parents live. But I couldn't be able to get equivalent of $5 at that moment, at that time in my life, in total of my life, to send this bag of rice, as if for the thief to send the bag of rice to the number one woman in my life, in my whole existence. I didn't know how you feel. At that moment in time, I nearly shed tears. You understand me? Life turned out to be seemed to be the worst thing that ever happened. You understand me? I didn't know whether if you have got to the extent of when you see life, you look at the life is the worst thing to experience, and the only option you think you have is to die. You understand me? So I got to that particular junction. You understand me? And when I got to that particular junction, life was miserable. I couldn't do anything I wanted to do as far as finance is concerned, and I was frustrated not being able to get it done, to do anything. You understand me? So at that moment in time, I was opportune to get involved, to join online, as in to try online, to know whether if I will be able to actually survive online. You understand me? Then I was opportuned. I mean to say, I joined this particular space, this particular online space, trying to make money, try to know how to everything is working, because I saw these people that are talking about making money online. They were very successful. They are living in mansions, driving the costless cars, and living the lifestyle that I wished then that I wanted to live. But I didn't know that it didn't end at the junction of wishing, that I have to take it to the next level. You understand me? So I jumped online. I have to borrow some money, emptied my account because there's no money on it anymore. You understand me? Although that after that experience of not having up to $5, I started generating some money after then. You understand me? From that my unlocking and repairing, unlocking and flashing of phone. You understand me? But I couldn't get to my income goal. You understand me? Then I have to join online. I emptied my account. Plus I have to borrow somebody, my friend's money. You understand me? And include on the one I have to actually start making money online. But one thing happened. Everything seemed as if to say that the more I try to do it, the more harder it becomes for me. Do you understand? So I wasted I wasted all the money, though I used it to buy some courses. But to me, because the income is not coming then, it seemed to me that I wasted everything. Do you understand me? Without making a zero, without making any penny from online. You understand me? And it seems to be that I have even come to the junction that I even seem to hate the online stuff. You understand me? So a particular time in life, I asked myself a question: Oliver, will you end up this particular life like this? Do you get it? So when I asked myself this particular question, it seems as if to say that the answer comes from nowhere. You understand me? And the answer was like no. You understand me? You won't end your life like this. So now when I joined online, I was like about to quit my online stuff and go back to my particular unlocking and flashing. But it seems as if to say that one thing kept me staying in, as much that I'm suffering. I couldn't see the result there. You understand me? So I decided not to quit online. I decided to try, or I didn't know how to put it, but at a particular time in my life, I decided not to quit. You understand me? It was like a matter of do or die. You understand me? So I have a vision now, but I didn't know how to make that vision come to be. But I've joined the community, but I was not seeing the success. But then I decided, should I go back to unlocking and flashing, or should I continue pursuing my dream? To understand me? And the higher percentage of continuing to pursue your dream is what my mind was telling me. So I started pursuing that particular dream, which eventually, at that moment in time, when my decision is like when I break up and decided I will get this thing try, I will start being on pursuing my dream. Eventually, I was able to get myself a mentor. To understand me? A mentor at that time, the guy was earning about $100,000 every blessed month. To understand me? So what I did then is actually to be smart enough to be following my mentor's bumper to bumper. In other words, trying to get all the information he has been sharing us, that I bought his course or the course I bought from him and some other thing. When others were jumping online, when they were concentrating only on making money, to understand me, what I concentrated then is how can I know what my mentor knows from what he taught me. To understand me, so I was consuming every information. I was coachable to the extent that if my mentor said be as in stand in the rain while the rain is falling, to understand me, and be singing solos. To understand me, and when you did that, maybe hopefully you will know how to make money. I will do it without any question. To understand me, and eventually this thing changed. So in other words, I begin to understand what this particular man is saying. And one greatest problem that I have then is when I bought his course, this guy, I by that time I don't hear him. So I have two great challenges. Number one is that I don't hear him clearly because he's speaking oral English and I'm not used to it then, to understand me. So number two, I didn't even understand any word, any term when it comes to online stuff. Like if he said traffic, I didn't know what it is then, to understand me, because to me traffic is like go slow, to understand me, as a vehicle traffic, to understand me. So but I didn't know that all these online terms are quite different from offline, to understand me. So now I have these two challenges. Number one, I didn't know about online stuff. That is number two, because number one, I couldn't even hear him. So what I did then is I have to go and buy a phone, a Nokia E7 then. So I have to copy all the training to that particular phone, buy myself earpiece. So wherever I am, wherever I'm going, this earpiece is my ears. You understand me? I'll be listening to the guy, even if he has that I'm not hearing him well. You understand me? So with time, I started hearing this guy well. Now the problem number one is being solved. Then the problem number two, or how to understand what he's saying, and when he says traffic, how will I understand? Then eventually, because I focused on to understand actually how this guy is making the money, so that hopefully I'll be making my own money. You understand me? Everything changed for me once I understand it. So understand me. So now I have to, and since this thing changed, it looks as if to say that the light bulb went off. So understand me. Everything, since I have started doing exactly what he expected me to do or what he told me to do. So understand me. Everything changed. Everything changed. I started seeing those monies coming. You understand me? Now, when this thing happened, I just made up my mind as in, why won't I be one of the members that will actually take this particular message and this particular mindset, this particular a message from the heart across? You understand me? And that's why you are watching this particular video, doing the same work that you have done on me to continue getting it on you. And hopefully, when you get it upon, you understand me, you'll be able to get it on the along to others. You understand? Because actually, there is a misconception when it comes to this particular making money online. There is a misconception. You understand me? In other words, there is some people we are seeing it from the angle, or I should say, many people we are seeing it from the angle that it shouldn't be. To understand me? And that's why I emerged. Let me show you some certain things that will be able to clear you on what I wanted to say now. You understand me? Because when I show you this particular thing, I believe you'll be able to understand. Let me show you a kind of, because I was pumped, I was disturbed when I see how people are actually chasing that particular money. So understand, and there are a lot of people that are chasing it in that angle are not even making it. They are not even scratching the surface. You understand me? So I was disturbed to actually to show you what it takes to be making money. But before I do that, let me show you this a current survey started that was conducted. You understand me? So a question was asked to a list numbers, to a list, in other words, to the people that are actually want to make money. And this question goes like this: how much money are you currently earning online? I didn't know whether if you can see it. You understand me? How much money are you currently earning online? See this particular amazed stuff, because this is what they stopped me a lot. This is what actually put me up. Why are you still sleeping? Why can't you get involved and spread this truth that this you are meant to have shared to you, to others? You understand? And it turned out to be that over 80% of the whole population is making less than $100 online monthly. In other words, somebody have a business online. You understand me? And this is where he might have been dependent on making money to survive, and every month is making only as in over 80% is making only $100. What are the person will use it for in a month, not even in a day? You understand me? And over 92%, in other words, less than 20% of the population is not crossing the boundary. You understand me? I mean, say more than 20%, not less than, as in less than 80%, less than 20% of the population is not even crossing the boundary. You understand me? So over 92% of population is making less than $1,000 per month. Now, if this is truth, the question is, all this noise that we have been hearing online, look how to make money, and the people we are preaching, this is how to make money, this is how to make money, follow me and I will show you. Where are they? Where are they? Over 90% of the population make less than $1,000 in a month, not in a day. Not in a day. Did you see it? And it turned out that, so it seems as if to say that all these people that are yelling, this is how to make money, we are lying. Do you understand me? Again, answer yourself this particular question. What if they were lying? Now, this is what actually make me to come up to actually to show you what I know that have been helping me. You understand me? And then when a question was asked, okay, why? In other words, what stops you from reaching your income goal? You understand? And the question is stated, please select all that apply to you. In other words, there are multiple of answers. You can select all that apply to you. All that apply to you. Select it. And it came to be that this is actually the result. You understand me? In other words, over 98% of the whole population were saying that the reason why they did not know, or the reason why they could not make enough money online, is because they don't know how to generate traffic, as in a good quality traffic, and how to convert those traffic. In other words, traffic and conversion. And this has been my area. This has been what I have been taught in a detail. You understand me? This is my area of specialization, as in this is where I immersed myself. This is what I understand actually how it happened. Because when it comes to making money online, if you wanted to be a marketing machine, you have to understand the psychology of traffic generation, not only the strategy. You understand me? You have to understand the psychology and the strategy of traffic generation and conversion. You understand? And over 98% were saying that our reason of not making up to the money we wanted to make monthly online is because we don't understand this particular simple stuff, traffic and conversion. You understand me? Another one, number one, said, I don't know how to convert sales into customer. Another one, conversion. Number three says, I don't know how to drive traffic to my site. Another one, traffic generation. Then if you multiply their result, as you can see now, 58, if you multiply their result, I mean, say, as you can see, that is 58.66 plus 45.17 percentage, you get 98 percentage. And the second question actually showed us that the reason why, as in the second answer, I mean to say, over 46% of the whole population actually pointed out that the reason why they couldn't get this particular stuff done, in other words, why they couldn't understand actually what it takes to make money, is because they were overloaded. In other words, they were overloaded by actually those gurus that actually shouting, this is how to make money, this is how to make money online. So understand me? So now that is why I stepped in to actually tell you actually step by step on what it takes. You understand? Because once I get this thing done, believe me, if you didn't make money, maybe you haven't understand me, or maybe you didn't take action. You understand me? So there is every potential that when you know how to make money, then you can make money. So instead of yapping on some other things, so what I decided to do is actually, over all these people that are shouting online that they know how to make money, they will wasting our time. I believe that you have got many people that actually deceived. They deceived me at the beginning of my time before I got the right mentor. So understand? So hopefully you have joined the queue of the people that will be mentored in the right way. So understand? But actually this thing pained me when people do not know actually the steps to make money and they were claiming to make it. And that is what makes me to have a concrete decision. You know what I decided? I decided that not anymore will they be deceiving you. Do you understand me? Not anymore will all these so-called guru will be actually after your purse always. Why can't they show you actually what it takes for them to be making it, if actually they were making it at all? Do you understand me? So I have decided, because the reason why I say not anymore, because I have come to demystify what they have misfired for you. What they misfire for you. No, that secret that they were hiding for you. Why not for me to show you it? You understand? I didn't know whether if you are ready to accept, another way to see this particular, what it takes step by step to be making money online. So if you are ready, this is what I wanted you to do. Do yourself a favor. At the time I recorded this video, I didn't know where you are. I mean, at the time of watching this video, I didn't know where you are watching it from. But you have to do yourself a favor at this particular time. Now, turn off all distraction. If there is anything distracting you right now, why not quit it? Why not as in separate yourself from it? Turn off all distraction. Now, lock the door if you have to. Let us assume you are at home. You understand me? And maybe outside is disturbing you. There is a noise outside there. You understand me? That has been distracting you. Or maybe in the parlor, one of the movies is distracting you. Why not go inside the room and just lock up the door? You understand me? And did what again? Off your cell phone if your cell phone is a point of distraction at this particular time. You understand me? And I will advise you also, if your email is beeping up, why not off it? Now, why not turn off your Facebook, Twitter, WhatsApp, email, etc. Depending on whatever distraction you are having now. At the time you are watching this particular video, why not get rid of it? You understand me? And do what? And pay very, very, very close attention on what I wanted to be showing you. Because starting from right now, I want to dive and show you exactly what it takes to be making money. It's very simple. You understand me? Very simple thing. Now, there are 3 components. 3 alone. 3. Not exceeded. You understand me? You might not be amazed when I show you this particular thing. 3 components that we needed to be making money online. 3 components. 3 alone. You understand me? So everything that they were talking to you, if they don't have root from this particular 3, I didn't know how you can easily make it when it comes to online. You understand? So number one of it is actually you have to have the right product or offer to sell. I'm not a big believer that you have to be making money out of nothing. You understand me? So you have to have what you are selling, and when it comes to what you are selling, it could be a product, it could be a service. You understand me? And it could be physical, it could be digital. Whether product or services, yes, there are visual services, visual assistances that you haven't met even before, but this person might be helping you online. You understand me? For a pay. You understand me? So there, it has to be either product or service. And when it comes to the actually the location of it might be either digital, or I mean say the kind of or type of it might be either physical product or digital product, but you must have a right product. And as if you notice, I didn't say a good product, because honestly it has to be beyond good. Let me clear you on this particular area. Let's assume that I have to use the field I'm into. You understand me? Because I told you previously that I would do unlock and flash phone online. You understand me? So let's assume there was a Samsung phone that is called R220. You understand me? Now, if you have to say good product till today, till tomorrow, R220 is still a good product, because actually at the end of it, the reason of the manufacturing of that product, the number one reason is actually for making call and receiving call. And at this present time, if you have R220, it can make and receive call. You understand me? But R220 is not the right product at this particular time, because there are some other addiction on the mobile on mobiles that R220 cannot do. Like R220 cannot browse. You understand me? So talking about good product, it is a good product, but talking about now is not the right product for this particular now at the time I'm recording this video. Do you see the difference? So the product might be good, but it might not give you much money, because it's not the right product either for the audience or for the time. I didn't know whether if you're understanding this thing. So you have to have the right product or right offer that you have to sell to make yourself the money. That is number one component. And number two component, having the right message. In other words, it could be your landing page, it could be your email, it could be your banner ad, your any ad, it could be what are your message. Like this thing you're hearing now is a message. You understand me? So what are your message to them? And when it comes to message, you have to understand what we call message to market match. You understand me? In other words, you are talking like if you meet somebody that is looking for how to train a dog. You understand me? There is no need of giving that person a product or how to lose weight and be preaching about how to lose weight. What you have in your head is how to train dog, and you are with the audience of the people that actually want to learn how to train dog, and you'll be talking about how to lose weight. You understand me? So as you can see, they didn't match. You need to understand actually how to get the right message for your audience. You understand me? Again, all these things I have to show you step by step, one by one. Very simple stuff. Now, when you get to a right product, whatever it is that you have to promote, as well as that is a right product within the time and for the audience. You understand me? Now you have your right message for those people, and you'll be conscious of the message to market match. You understand me? Then you have started bombarding the particular stuff. In other words, you have the right people and right buyers. You understand me? So once the two is ready, what else do you need to do? You have to get the people to be aware of it. In other words, that traffic generation, and because you have the right offer and the right message, the conversion will be here. Will be there. You understand? I didn't know whether if you understand. So, if one thing I wanted to advise, as you can see, this bird take this now. One thing I wanted to advise you is this right here. So don't let anyone, I mean anyone. Like if I have to come tomorrow and say it's not this again, do not even listen to me. Do you understand me? So that is what I mean by don't let anyone confuse you on this. Do not let anyone confuse you on this. Very simple statement. For what it takes to be making money online is simple as getting the right offer to the right people in a right way. Quod era demonstrandum, period. Getting the right offer to the right people in a right way. I didn't know whether if you understand it. And if you can go back, you know that the previous slide is always talking about this. Right offer, right way, in other words, right message, and the right people that actually need that particular offer that you have. And when you do that, higher percentage of those right people will buy and you make money. Simple as that. Very simple. So instead of wasting your time, I know that many of you might be asking, actually at this particular time that I don't have anything that I'm selling, How can I make money without that offer? How can I get the money without that offer? And that will actually let me to show you how I'm doing, how everybody started when they come to online, and even still doing now. You understand me? In other words, what is called affiliate marketing. You understand me? What does affiliate marketing mean? Affiliate marketing is a simple of how can you go to a particular place and pick a product, somebody else's product, and they sell for a commission. In other words, when you sell it, the fixed amount to be given to you will be given to you. It depends. It could be a CPM, it could be a CPL, it could be a CPS. In other words, cost per action, cost per lead, or cost per sale, whichever it is. You understand me? It could be any type of product. You understand me? It could be a physical or digital. But for now, I have to show you the digital part of it. In other words, something like training. You can go to that particular place I'm about to show you and pick somebody's offer, somebody's product. You understand me? And actually started promoting it. You understand me? Because you have already know that I will show you how to do everything. So you know how to pick a good offer. You know how to actually pick the right, have the right message to send to the people, to the audience that you want to brought into that particular offer, so that the conversion will be high. All this is what I'm trying to show you, and I have to show it to you 100% free. Sure, because actually you have been watching this video so far. Sure, understand? So what I need to do now is actually I will take you to online. It's really as if to say that you stand behind my shoulder and watching me do everything in the screen. We'll go to the best affiliate network at the time of recording this video. Maybe tomorrow another one will match. Sure, understand me? And you'll have to choose offer. Sure, understand me? So what I have to show you on this particular video is actually how to which network it is that you can go and choose somebody's product. Sure, understand me? That support everywhere. They are even support Nigerians and everywhere. You understand? So when you know the network, I'll show you how to register. Register. Then in the upcoming video, not on this particular video, I will show you actually how to pick the best product from that particular, because I don't want this video to be too long in a way that it will be boring you. You understand me? So we have to do it step by step by step. I will show you everything behind the curtain of my business. That is where I want to take you to. So understand me? I have to take you by the hand and show you how I'm doing it, how awesome it is. So understand me? How I was making and racking, making money online and racking. I show you everything in detail for free. So understand me? Now this is what I wanted to show you. So in the upcoming video, I will show you. We will do it live. We will pick a product from that particular place that I will show you right now. So understand me? Then we'll pick a product there. I will show you how to actually get the right product. Show understand me from that particular place. Now after I show you the how to choose product, then in the third video I will show you actually how to get the people that might be interested on that product, not how to drive traffic to that product. That so that hopefully you'll be able to make money. And in the fourth video, guess what I will show you? I will show you my easy step of crushing it online. So understand me? So now without wasting your time, let me take you to the browser and show you actually a cool network that I know that you can go and pick people's offer. So understand me? I start promoting it. Sure, we do everything step by step. So understand me? So what we need to do on this particular video is actually we'll do the registration. We'll do it both here right now. So understand me? We will register. Then I'll show you how to register so that you can register and become a member of that particular network. So understand me? Then in the upcoming video, we'll have to choose a product. What did he say? Shall we go to the browser and I'll show you this particular stuff step by step? You understand me? And I believe that you love this particular video. Again, if you love it, tell me below. Depending on where you are watching this video. If you are watching it in the search process, as in the funnel, our GFA funnel, you understand me? Look below this particular video. You see a Facebook comment. Comment. Tell me what you feel. Tell me what you want, so that I will know what I will give to you. Because to me, what actually I want is how can I make. I don't want to be giving you fish to eat. You understand me? I want to teach you how to be getting fish, so that whenever I want to get fish, you can go and get it. Like for me now, if I just wanted maybe to hang out on this particular coming weekend with $5,000, I know what I would just do and get the money. It's as simple as that, because it's all about having the right offer with the right message and the right people, and the right people are always. You understand me? So do not be discouraged. That's all I'm telling you. So let's go to browser and I'll show you the cool network I'm talking about. Let's go. So here we are on browser now, and the network I'm talking about is called clickshore.com. So once you get to this particular link, You just click on enter and it take you to this particular network. You understand me? So when you come to this network, as you can see, there is an affiliate. Affiliate are the people like me and you that are promoting somebody's product for a commission or a pay. Very simple stuff. You understand me? And there are advertisers. Advertisers are those product creators. In other words, the people that actually create the product and come to this particular network and host it, so that you and me will be able to pick anyone that you want and you start promoting it. Very simple. So I believe that you understanding this thing I'm saying now. You understand me? So now this vendor and this master, I will advise you to forget it at this particular time, because actually vendor and advertiser are the same thing. Now they wanted to use this master account to actually combine two in one. In other words, if you're an advertiser, if you're an affiliate, maybe you can access this particular your dashboard with one email at one time. You understand me? That is all. Now what I wanted to do is, because we are an affiliate, in other words, the people that will actually put somebody's product and promote and make money, so we have to go to this particular place and click on affiliate. You understand me? And once you click on affiliate, you have to come to this place that says try for free today and click on it, this particular button. Very simple stuff, very simple stuff. You understand me? So we have to register now and become a member right now, right here. You understand me? So I open a Gmail for this particular training. You understand me? Let me get that Gmail, because actually, I had become a member of this particular network, but I'm just showing you this thing so that you actually understand how to do it. And this Gmail I open, I haven't even have it offered. So in order to avoid making mistake, let me just copy the Gmail from this particular place. You understand me? As you can see, it's even seeming somehow stubborn to copy, but at the end of it, I just got it. You understand me? So now when you come to this particular place, what you need to do is actually to register and become a member. So number one thing, it says account type. Again, if you open it as a business company, let's assume that it's company that wanted to promote something, you can open it as a business. But for me, it's me. It's me and not company. So understand me? So I have to actually select personal and not company. And when you come to this particular place, I have to select a username. Again, if you use a username that have been used by another person, you understand me? Now you have to change it. It will give you an error, so you have to change it. So for me, let me use GFA Go as my username. Very simple stuff. You can use anything, your nickname. Just try to know whether if somebody have actually used the username. If somebody have used it, then you change another one. So for here, I have to put my password, which you have to come up with your own. Then for this particular place, I have to retype the password again. Very simple stuff, very simple stuff. Now when I get to contact data, I have to put my name here again. I have to put my real name, because my real name is Oliver Afabuike, and I have to put this particular email that I open. Then you use your email, because on my main account I use my main email. Do you get it? So use your own detail. They accept Nigeria, they accept everybody. To understand me? Now you have to come down a little bit, and I have to re-put, in other words, right click and paste that particular, just type in your Gmail here, your email. It's not necessary that it must be Gmail. Any email can serve for this particular reason. You understand me? So I have put the Gmail. I have to come to this particular place and select Nigeria. You have to put your number for verification. So my number should be from Nigeria. You understand me? So this particular one, you understand me? So now for this particular thing, because I have to put my number, I have to scroll this up, because I will be hiding my. I'm sorry for this, because I don't want. It's not only you that is watching this video. I don't want thousands of people to start calling me. You understand me? For whatever it is. You understand me? So for now, just put your number here. I will hide my own number, so that it will be very easy for me actually to have some freedom and be able to be doing much work to get you done. So because if I have to only be answering the calls of people, you understand me, I don't think that I'll have the time to be working hard to get the information on how to help you more. You understand me? So I have to put the number here, and once I put the number, I have to go up. You understand me? So if you have an alternative number, you can put it. Then for Skype too, you can put your Skype. One thing I want to do is actually there are thousands of people, if not hundreds of thousands of people, so that will be watching this video live with you. You understand me? So just come up with your own Skype ID, because mine I'll be hiding it from you, because actually I don't want overwhelmed by demand of the people, you understand me, so that I will be able to have chance to give you actually what will help you in life, you understand me. So you choose your date or birth. Year does not mean, so if I wanted to choose, only try to make it to be above 18 years, but it doesn't matter, you understand me. So if I wanted to choose something like 1980, 1979, none of them matter, you understand me. So it's your choice, but come up with your real year, it doesn't matter too. But one thing I would advise you to actually do is actually to come up with the exact month, you understand me, that you were born. Of my own is on April, and exact date. So I was born in 30th of April. So you have already know it. Which year you might not know, you understand me, because I like to choose whatever I want, you understand me, when I'm training. But when it comes to my real account, I choose exactly year, month, day, you understand me. So another thing I would advise you is actually make sure, since you have known my birthday, I'm expecting always my birthday gift from you guys, so from you understand me. So now let's continue and be filling this form. So for this billing address details, for here, if you have registered as in the first place that I told you for personal or business, if you have registered as a business, you have to pick the company's name here. But if you have not registered as a business, you registered as a personal, why not put your full name here as I'm doing right now, so understand me. That is my own is Oliver Afabuike, so you put your own. Then this place that there is all this option that there is red, you must fill it. This red asterisk, you have to fill it. So for this particular one, I have to put my address too, so understand me. Very simple stuff. And for the address, do you want to pay me a visit? If I showed you my address, do you want to pay me a visit? Actually, just type in your address here, because for mine I will be hiding it, you understand. It's very simple stuff, you understand me. That is that, you understand me. So I can't be typing and talking at the same time. So that one taken care of, I have to just run up and get this particular address. So just come up with your own. The address line number 2, they don't need it. The reason of coming up with your specific address number and everything is actually, while you are receiving your payment from this membership, from this particular network, you understand me, they have to send the check. Depending, if you want bank transfer, they will be doing it transfer. But if you want check, they will be sending it. But this address, they have to verify this particular address with your document. So in other words, the document you have to, I have to show you everything. So you need to watch this particular video to the Z, because actually after opening this account, we need to give them a compliance document, which is identity card. In other words, what they use for identification card, identification ID, you understand me, is international passport and driver's license. These two, they don't use voters card or national ID card. These two is what they are using for verification, you understand me. And then another one is, but you have to open account before. After opening account, then you can supply this particular 2 documents. Another one is you have to give them your address verification. Address verification, if you are the guy that is paying for any of your utility bill, you understand me, it's not your mom or not your landlord or landlady, you understand me, then you have to supply it for them, because they have to change the name on the receipt and the name here to know whether if they match. If they didn't match, they can't approve it. So on that particular case, what you need to do is actually to go to your bank, because you have filled your bank details with this part, with your address, you understand me. So the bank, the address you put on the bank, let it be the address you put here, you understand me, so that during verification of your compliance document, they will see that the address on the document you give to them, which might be your bank statement, is exactly on the address you put here while registering. In other words, they will know that you are a real human being. You understand me? So for the city, I'm in Enugu, you understand me, so you can put whichever city you are. And for the state, I'm in Enugu, you understand me, so I'm in Enugu right now. For the state, you understand me, depending on where you are, so you have to select your country, obviously. And from the big country called Nigeria, and from Nigeria, So you have to put your zip code. Let me take this this side, so understand, so that this will be here. So for the zip code, if you don't know how to get zip code, like for me now, I'm in Enugu, I can type something like Enugu zip code. So understand me, just go to Google and search for your city plus zip code like this one. You can write one, as you can see, one is Enugu zip code, whatever zip code you are looking for. So Google will show you a bunch of information. Now we are entering into this number one, so understand me, this particular first one, to actually find it out. So when we enter here, you can see all this in all the zip code in Enugu. So as this guy wanted me to actually sign up, then you can be able to see, as you can see, Enugu South zip code. If you entered here, you can see Enugu South zip code, Enugu East zip code, all of them we are there. So understand me. So actually I just showed you how to find and look for zip code. As you can see, Amago zip code and the other ones, all these zip code, then you find your own particular one. So understand me. But for me, I always use Enugu Central, which is this particular one. So understand me. Then you have to go to the next step. Remember, we are just resting on this particular network. They ask you affiliate promotional detail. In other words, if you become a member of ClickSure, how can you promote offers from ClickSure? So understand me. Then for me, I can say email marketing. I do use email marketing. Again, always select this particular one, because the first traffic generation method I have to show is email marketing. So understand me. So I can also click pay per click method. Even if you don't know what I'm talking about, just select the ones I'm selecting. I can select Google, Bing, and Yahoo. Is enough for me from the pay per click network. Then if you have a blog, you can put your blog detail here, but if you don't have, you just leave it. Now for the social media is a must. You have to have a social. In other words, this your promotion, where will we know whom you are from social network? You know what I do? I have to go to my Facebook account. Very simple stuff. I'll be showing you guys this particular option. You don't tell me that you don't have a website, because you have Facebook account. So understand me. So if you didn't have one, you just register. After registration, you click on your name. When you click on your name after registration on Facebook, so understand me, this particular link that will show is your home page on Facebook. So highlight, right click and copy, then you come to this particular place. Why not paste it here? So you have done everything, as this is mine, so you have to register with yours. You understand me? So you come to this place and click I'm not a robot. Some of the time they will give you some places that they can see. It's just say select all image with car. So what image? This one is with car, this one is with truck, this one is with car, this one is with car. I think I see car here, so let me select it too. This one is still with car, depending on how they are showing it. Still with car, still with car. What are you showing me? Still with car and none again. Hopefully I think I have got it, because none is still with K again. Then I have to verify it. Boom, it just went through. Then I have to click on accept. Once I click on accept, it will prompt me to read all this. I would advise you, if you have time to read them, so understand me, just create time to read them. But the main thing, I go down and just click on this particular place that says accept terms. So understand me. And once I click on accept terms, guess what I do again? I just click on create my affiliate account. Very simple stuff. Very simple stuff. So what this particular network will do is, once everything is in good shape, they have to take me to this particular place. You understand me? Now I need to verify my own email. If I haven't got that particular email they sent to me, I have to click on resend. But when I look here, I see one. So hopefully I have got it. As you can see, I've got it. So once I click on this particular email and open it, and once I click on this particular link now, boom, it will take me to where I will verify that my number. In other words, they wanted to be sure that it's not a robot that actually open account with them, that is a real human being, because they have to send a code to my number to enter. So understand me? So I have to click on this particular link, boom, to get that particular place to verify my number. Sure, understand it? Very simple stuff. Very simple stuff. So they have sent a code to my number, so I have to actually put the verification code they sent to me and just put it here and click on enter. You understand me? So I have to go to my phone, and now whether if this booty have actually sent me a code. You understand me? Because once they got this in, they should have sent me a code. You understand me? So I have to open my this particular stuff to know whether if the code have arrived. You understand me? And again, they say they have sent me a code. And most of the time, they actually, you might not see the code, but if you didn't see the code, guess what I will do? I'll just scroll down very fast so that my number will go up and actually show you what you need to do. You understand me? As I've done it now, you understand me? So I apologize for that. The only thing that this hidden place now is where my number is. You understand me? So the only thing in there is just to click on this button that says resend SMS, and once you click on resend SMS, they have to actually send you that particular code, but though you need to wait something like 10 minutes to receive that particular code. And once you receive the code, actually what you need to do is just put it here and click on continue. Very simple. So which you have to do right now, right here. Well, no, sure, sorry. So actually what happened is actually I tried to get the code was not coming in time. You understand me? So below that particular place that I should, once I put that particular the code and click on continue, I saw below it they having a trouble as in getting the code. You understand me? Then I click on it and you get me registered. You understand me? But actually, as you can see, it just shows here to ensure prompt. As you can see, by this time I haven't actually approved my code. You understand? I mean to say this particular stuff. You understand me? So now what I need to show you is actually once you get to this particular place that it have showed me now. Even if you get to the dashboard, you understand me, you need to go to my account, and once you go to my account, if actually the code was not sent for you earlier, you understand me, you just close. What I need to do, let me remove my number because actually I don't want you to be seeing all these things. You understand me? So you just, what you need to do is just actually, but your number has to be here. You understand me? You have just click on, anytime you just click on resend this SMS. Then once they send the SMS to you, the code, you have to put the code here and just click on verification so that your number and your email will be verified. Remember, even if it take you to dashboard again, if that did not send that code for you at the initial time, then you have to come to this my account and be able to see this my account on this particular my account. You understand me? That is all I wanted to show you, because actually there is no other thing I needed to show you here. You understand? Once you click on verify and verify your number, then your account, email and number have been verified. That is the first step. You understand me? Now another thing you need to do is once you go to this particular my account, and once you remember, I removed my number from here because actually I don't want to be hiding from you, but your number should be here. You understand me? Before you can send the resend. And again, this is only when they did not send the code number for you at that particular time, and you have to click on that low, as in below button, that particular place that says, are you having trouble receiving the particular code? You understand me? Then the only place I want you to go after you become a replica, like now I have registered, as you can see my username GFA Go. You understand me? And the only thing you have to do is to go to my account and go to this place that says compliance, and you give them their 2 documents for verification. So understand me? Your compliance document, number 1 is your identification document, and number 2 is your address verification document. In other words, they wanted to be sure actually that you existing and you existing at this particular place. And for the identification number, what they are using for it is actually either international passport or driver's license. If you don't have any of these 2, I believe you can go for that. You understand me? Now the other one is your address verification document. In other words, for address verification document, if you are the person that is paying for any utility of that address you used to verify, in other words, the address you used to sign up, if you are the person that is paying for the utility there, any utility, could be NEPA, Water Corporation, or as in West Bean Management. You understand me? All the West Bean Management, so like in Enugu, S1 and some other thing. So if you are the person that is paying for any of them, then what they needed is a document, an address verification document that bears your name. If you are not the person that is paying for it, you have to be smart. So what you have to do is actually you go to your bank. Remember, you have opened a bank, and hopefully it's the address you put here that you put on bank. or when you open a bank account. You understand me? If it's not, then you choose any of them that is easy for you. If you have to go to this my account and go after verification of this particular number, then you go to your address and change your address and update. Click on update below that particular area, this particular section. Or if you have to go to your bank and amend your bank to comply to this, the one you use here, or you just go to this one, make the one you use here to comply to your bank account. You understand? To your bank address, show the address you use to open your bank. Then you have to tell, once they comply, once they are one, show in other words one address, then you have to tell the bank to give you have something like one sheet address verification, I mean say one sheet bank statement. Then on top of your bank statement, bank always write your address there. Then you have to give them, in other words, you have to give them anything that shows that you are in existence. In other words, your ID, which they use to international passport and the driver's license, any of them, get any of them. And you have to also to give them a document that actually prove that you existing here. And but in other words, your address verification, which you can get easily from your bank account statement. Just go to your bank and ask them to give it to you. They will give it to you. So understand? So without wasting your time, I have to wrap up this particular video here. So understand? I didn't know how you feel about this video. Whether if you like it or you don't like it, just tell me below, depending on where you are watching this video. To understand? If you see a Facebook comment, and look around, tell me how you feel. You understand? Because actually, what you tell me how you feel will help me earnestly to help you. You understand? So we can help each other. At this particular time is what I know that I wanted to put into your own mind, into your own brain, into your own mind, so that hopefully you will be able to get a result. So when you tell me what actually you want, you understand me, so I can know what actually how to help you out on that particular thing. As you can see, this account has not yet been verified. It's not yet been verified. So it says notes to ensure prompt payment. Please upload all compliance documents we require by the Financial Service Commission to have accurate detail of each account holder on file. Failure to comply with compliance procedure will result in your fund being held until compliance checks have been completed. In other words, try as much as you can to supply those two documents. You understand me? So that before the next video, you watch the next video, you actually see how to go to this particular marketplace and choose product. That is only what left for you now. Make sure you supply them. Again, after supplying them, if they couldn't verify it, how can you know that your document has been verified? Just go to my accounts and just click on this compliance. Once you click on this compliance, then can you upload it? Once you get these two documents, just click here to actually open the particular place and you just upload it. Then you have to click and upload the second one. Then when you come to this particular place, you have to see it and they have to verify it. You understand me? Or if they didn't verify it in time, go to this up right side, this particular up right side. You understand me? Then click on it and you can just click on contact, click show support, then select whatever it is, SMS verification. If you are not yet being verified, you can select SMS verification. General require financial VIP partner. Just select this general. Then you have to send the message something like, please can you help to approve my account, verify. Then you can come to this can be the subject line, this can be the body. You have to send them, please I have supplied the two documents you need, please can you help to approve my compliance document. You understand me? So that you can my account will be approved. Then you have to send them message, they will have to approve it. The reason is because right now that you are not yet being approved, if you have to choose any product from any of this particular thing, your link will not be working. Again, when we get to how to choose products from these particular sessions, I will show you everything on what you need. You understand me? So without wasting your time, I have to end this particular video here, and in the next upcoming video, try as much as you can to tell me what you want and what actually how you feel about this particular step-by-step training, so that I will get enough energy and know what actually to give you on the upcoming video. You understand me? And show you the detail how to choose the best product from this particular place. You understand me? Again, I thank you for watching so far to this particular place, to this particular area. You understand me? I will see you in the next upcoming video. Thank you. Bye.